All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I am here with the winner of the Bainbridge Regional. Who am I here with today?
Hey, it's RJ Moore. Took first place at Bainbridge Regional with Exosisters.
All right. Let's go and get into that deck profile.
Sir. All right, so we got 3 Martas. Don't mind the third one. I need another one. This card's really good. I don't really have to say anything about it. You guys know what it does. It locks you, but it pushes the board. 3 Ellis. That's your second best extender. The best one is coming later on. 2 Stella. Some people are on 1 because they want to fit more non-engine. I think that's wrong because you need this in the grind game if you get any sort of grind game. Also, it comes up when you set Vadis because I'm on main deck Vadis. 1 Sophia and 1 Irene. Just like I said about Vadis, I'm on main deck, so you want to play all of the names. And then this is your best extender in the deck. If you open this with any of the names, you're probably able to push a half board. Yeah, this card's really good. People don't know what it does. They let you stick a name, you activate Ichiki, and you play the game. Your 1 card starter, Betrayal. This is a really good card. This card did a lot of things, and it outplays really bad players. They forget about the second effect, to where if a monster hits their graveyard, you can activate this card and you make them banish it, and it triggers all of your babies on the board. Yeah, nobody seems to remember that effect of it. And I did learn that you can do this in the damage step, but the babies can't use their effect in the damage step, so don't forget about that. Packs, the best card in the deck, right next to Marta. There's a lot of ways you can also outplay your opponents with this if they think that they're smart at the game when they're not, because they try to get rid of your game names, and you have packs in hand and you just chain packs and you summon another one because it mentions the monster on the board. It's really good. This is basically an Exosister card to me. It lets you get your 1 card combos because the consistency is kind of bad sometimes, and you are on main deck Vadis and main deck Returnia. I think you have to play both of these cards because it's really hard to just play the Returnia like most people are on, or sometimes people are just on Vadis. You need both of them because if you're able to resolve the combo going first, the board's not that big, so you kind of need all of your cards to play the game, and they're not that bad when you draw them either.
Are these all standard ratios?
This is pretty standard right now. I don't think I'm playing it non-standard. Yes, it is pretty standard. But that's basically it for the engine. 22 cards or 21 cards. Non-engine. 3 Fua. Basically carries the deck, so they can kind of just end on the half board. 3 Ash, 3 Bell, 3 Imperm, 3 Purge. So you have a really good matchup into Branded Dracotail going first, because you kind of just lock them out of the graveyard. You just summon the Dweller and you say GG's. But going second, it's really hard to break the board because it's so layered that you want answers to their trap cards, and these cards are going to be your answer. And if they try to Sanctify you, Bell's really good for that. So you can at least play the game, because once they put a monster on your board, you're not breaking that board. You can't play the game. And the 1-off shifter, that card is really good. It won me the game against Lunalight in round 5. I think that game was going to be unwinnable if I didn't open this, so I was really lucky on that. And the most non-standard card that I'm playing in here are the 2 Crowns. So the theory behind this is that you cannot beat a Yummy board. If they resolve any sort of Yummy combo, you're probably going to lose the game because your cards are going to get booked, you're going to get a pop, and they do too much. So if you can kind of force a half board with your non-engine, and you open this card, you're breaking the full Yummy board because you hit the Snatchy or you hit the Synchro and they can't do anything. But if they have surprise, sometimes they'll be able to beat you there. But it was really good in theory. It just didn't come up that much. Extra deck. Extra deck's pretty standard. There's 3 Michaelis. This card's really good. It's your best card pushing into a board. Whenever you get Purge locked from your Caramel. Marta is your saving grace because she's pushing the board by herself and she's gonna add your spell cards and your trap cards. This one, if you don't get Purge Lock, going first and second is really good because you're basically putting an Omni on the board. It's really bad into all of the quick play sort of decks that's running around, but if they don't open it out, you're gonna lock your graveyard. Magnifica is your boss monster. You always want to put her on board on the following turn. You never want to make her turn one. One, because Nib exists, and two, because you don't really need to do that and get hit by an early Fallen. You kind of want to save summoning her at a later time with Returnia. It always comes up. We play two Sophia, a Sophia, because we like Abyss Dweller, and we have to play Abyss Dweller because of Branded Dracotail. That's a really strong deck. And then we play the other one for Yummy. If we go first, we summon Caspitel, or if you have a way to get to that on the opponent's turn, we bring her out and lock the graveyard so that Yummy does not push your board. The one Jabreen, people forget that this card exists, but it's here. It is basically just a simple imperm, and it helps you OTK because all of your Xyz gain 800 attack, and it does come up a lot because it puts your Magnifica, I believe, to 36 attack points. Now for the non-Exosister cards, we have one Baguska, one Exiton, one Typhon, and one Zeus. All of these came up at the regional. When they fooled me, and I got double fooled one time, and I didn't Marta yet. I don't know why they threw two of them. I gave them two draws. I put a Baguska. They couldn't play, and I killed them next turn. So that is a really good card. Exiton's the same. All of your cards have extenders now without having to use Marta's effects. So you can put an early Exiton, threaten the board, or if you're uncomfortable with the cards that they have in the back row, just summon the Baguska. They can't target them, crash into something, and then just Zeus the board away, and then you can set up after that. And Typhon came up against Mitsurugi. They ended on Murakumo. It was basically we were top decking, and I just summoned a small name. I put Typhon, and that won the game. Yeah, and now we're going to the side deck. Side deck was kind of standard. We played two draws. I think everybody should play this card right now. I didn't want to main it just because I don't think it's good against everything, especially Dracotail, which I was expecting and predicting that I was gonna play a lot of Dracotails. I ended up playing one and I lost to that one, so it's fine. Best card, Thunder King. This won me a lot of games, especially against decks that want to search a lot. I played against Eniacraft, even against Branded. Like, they couldn't search anything. It was fine. Like, it was a good card. One Called By, one Judgment, and one Anti-Spell Fragrance. This was the going first choice for me because I felt that it was really awkward playing Dimensional Fissure to try to banish the monsters because all of the droplets still live under Di-Fi, Fallen's still live. Like, there's ways to out, or not Fallen, but there's other cards that can out it. These cards were just better because I want to resolve my combo, and I also just want to hard open each one of these cards. They're really good, and this is searchable with Ichiki as well. And because I didn't play Di-Fi, this was my card choice to play against the Dracotail Branded. It's not as good when you're playing against somebody really good at the game. They can play around it, but once they activate Branded Fusion and you chain this, there's only so much they can do. And if they want to out it with the dragon that they summon off of Lebellion, they have to go like neg2, and it's worth it because then all your other cards are live. If it's on the board on your turn, if you have Marta, you can always just crash it. Or you can just use another name and overlay over it. It's sometimes fine. It did come up one time to where my opponent bounced or popped one of my names as soon as I normal summoned it, and Vitalcy was stuck on the board. At that point, if you don't have any non-engine in your hand, it's kind of GG's, but you can always overlay a Typhon over it, so it's fine. And then I chose the 3 Perulias and the 3 Dark Rulers just for my generic going second cards. So the deck itself plays so much like non-engine that sometimes it's not enough to stop, you know, like just the Mitsurugi pile and Yummy piles. So you kind of just have to at least resolve this one time and then let your engine and your other non-engine kind of push into the board. This came up twice, won me 2 of my matches, so I was really glad that I played this. My other option was evenly matched, but I didn't feel comfortable with that, with Sanctifier running around and all the Omnis running around playing the Azamina package. I think this was just a better pick for me. And Perulia put in a lot of work. I didn't play any Vanquish Soul K9, I don't think, so I didn't really put in Perulias against any of my matches. So it's good in theory. Yeah, that's the whole deck.
All right. Well, first place, you said you lost to Brandon Draco Tail.
I did. He was one of the best players in that whole venue.
So the tiebreakers were good for you.
Really good for me. He ended up taking second, so I think it worked out for both of us. Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously you're no stranger to the tops and being on the channel, so congratulations on first place. And,
I just tried my best.
Yes, sir.
Let me go to shout-outs. Shout out to the team, Cody, Ronald, everybody that was there with us in Bainbridge that supported us, Jordan behind the camera. Shout out to Hakuna my data for reaching out and asking for a deck profile. I'm glad that I was able to show this and represent Exosister players because I really like this deck. I think this deck's really good. It's not gonna be good next format, so this is probably its last.
It's the last hurrah.
It's the last hurrah for this deck. So I'm glad. I'm glad I was able to show off what it can do. So thank you.
Well, congratulations again, and thanks for the deck profile.